Hello, one and all, is my view of My Hero Academia Vigilantes, Chapter 98, Irrational. And you know, in my last video, I said, hey, Aizawa, he's good friends with Koyuchi. His life was saved by Koyuchi. He doesn't want to fight him. He just wants to talk things out. No. I was wrong. I was very, very wrong. With Aizawa straight up saying the only way he can stop Koyuchi is by breaking some of his bones, which, okay. That's a very Aizawa thing to say. I mean, his argument is basically that, you know, it's irrational for all these pro-heroes to be wasting their time trying to bring Koyuchi in unharmed. And he is right, but at the same time, he's also wrong. Because it's basically implied near the end of the chapter that the reason why Six is attacking now, the reason why he's making his move now, is because the pro-heroes and Koyuchi are busy fighting one another. Now, if Koyuchi had in fact just turned himself in, it's not like these pro-heroes could wait around in front of the hospital for days or even weeks for, you know, Six to attack and for Pop to wake up. So, yeah, basically would have been just the cops alone trying to fight off Six, which would have gone very, very badly for them, especially if Six's attack also cut off communications and made it so they can't actually call for backup, which, you know, be very, very bad. But because Koyuchi ran away, because he's managed to avoid the pro-heroes for this long, when the Nomu start attacking and start destroying everything around them, the pro-heroes are going to switch their focus from Koyuchi to the Nomu. They're going to fight them, take them out, and that would leave Koyuchi free to rush back to the hospital to save Pop and to save the cops as well. Oh, I'd absolutely freaking love to see the look on the detective's face when Koyuchi shows up and saves his life. Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be utterly, utterly amazing. But alright, let's get into this actual fight. Koyuchi versus Aizawa. And Koyuchi does far better in this fight than I would have imagined, you know? When Aizawa nullifies his sliding glide, Koyuchi adapts incredibly well, doing a backflip basically, and running away. And then later on, when he's holding onto the side of the building, and Aizawa nullifies his quirk again, sending him falling a good 30 feet to his almost certain death down below, which, you know, that'd be bad, very, very bad. Koyuchi pulls out his master's grappling hook, attaches it to the nearest ledge, and just swings away. And Aizawa is left utterly shocked at how well Koyuchi is doing in this fight. I mean, after last chapter, all of us were debating, oh, Aizawa versus Koyuchi, who'd win that fight? But I think the far better question is, imagine any of the top 10 pro heroes in the exact circumstances that Koyuchi finds himself. Who among them could actually beat Aizawa, or actually just manage to escape from Aizawa? I mean, the only ones I can really say for certain would probably be, you know, All Might in his prime and Mirko. Other pro heroes like Best Genius rely so heavily on their quirk that I can't imagine they do all that well in the fight against Aizawa, while heroes like Endeavor would get so angry they'd rush at him head first and, you know, get choked out very, very easily. But Koyuchi adapts incredibly quickly to any situation, does not rely too heavily on his quirk, and was trained incredibly well by his master. He really is one of the worst possible opponents Aizawa could find himself fighting against. And admittedly, Aizawa was probably holding back quite a bit. Yes, he's trying to hurt Koyuchi, but he's not trying to kill him. He's not treating him as a villain, but at the same time, let's not forget that Koyuchi only has like 2 years of vigilante experience. Imagine a much older version of Koyuchi with as much experience as Aizawa has. That'd be a much, much closer fight, and I could really see Koyuchi coming out on top in that situation. I love it. Anyway, then Soka calls the detective and basically says, dude, stand the freak down. We should not be enemies. We should not be trying to murder each other here. But the detective is very, very stubborn. And again, I so want to see Koyuchi save his life. I so want to see that. That'd be so amazing. Unfortunately, though, it's a bit too late, as Six already has his plan in motion. All of his Nomu soldiers are spread throughout the city and about to attack. And I do love people online saying, like, well, these people are so weird. Why is anyone calling the cops to mention them? And, you know, let's not forget, this is a very, very strange world. I mean, just look at some of Deku's classmates. If the cops were called every time someone strange showed up on the streets, they would literally get nothing done. And again, Six is talking to the ghost of O'Clock, which I'm guessing that's just him going insane. I don't think it's actually, you know, O'Clock's ghost or his quirk factor, because he is being, you know, way too encouraging of Six's insanity and evilness, but yeah, that's just weird. It's very, very weird. Maybe the author didn't want Six to be monologuing quite so much, so they gave him someone to talk to. Oh, that'd be funny. That'd definitely be funny. And then Six unleashes his big attack, cuts out all power to Naruhata, and gives the order to Nomu for them to attack, which, you know, very, very bad. And the number of pro heroes and Nomu does seem to match up fairly well. I mean, there are 5 Nomu, but they're together, so I'm going to say there's some sort of tag team. So I'm guessing each of the pro heroes is going to stop trying to chase after the crawler and instead go to focus on the Nomu that are probably attacking random citizens and causing chaos and destruction and anarchy, while the crawler, you know, goes back to the hospital to stop Six from murdering Pop. Though it is definitely concerning that it says the crawler's final battle, which, oh boy, that's bad, that's bad. I mean, will they kill the crawler? Will he die saving Pop? It does make a certain amount of sense. Like, it'd definitely be edgy, definitely be risky, but I would like it. I think it'd be really cool if they really had, the guts to go through with it. It's very unlikely, though. Much, much more likely is, this is going to be his last fight before he talks to police, and they basically say, no more vigilanteism or we will arrest you. And he says, all right, I will stop being a vigilante. And so the nightmare begins, the Naruhata lockdown begins, and oh my freaking lord, that's an ominous title. That's a very, very ominous title, but let me think down below. Do you think the pro hero is going to realize, okay, the Nomu are the bigger threat here and we should focus on them instead of trying to arrest Koichi, whose only crime is trying to help people? Oh god, I hope so. If they still try to arrest Koichi, even as terrorists are blowing up the city, I'm going to be very, very disappointed in all of them. I mean, my hope is at least one of the pro heroes recognizes what's truly going on and deputizes Koichi, like what O'Clock did to Mirko and Rappa in the flashback, and basically says, go save the hospital, go save Pop, go save the detective and the cops, go do that, and, because he's been deputized, any actions he takes, even using his quirk, would be legal, and therefore he wouldn't have to worry about being arrested again. Yay! I mean, probably not, but I'd definitely like to see that. And what do you think's gonna happen? I mean, all the pro heroes are gonna be busy fighting the Nomu, so how's the battle gonna go? The battle of the Crawler versus 6. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Definitely seems like, 6 is very, very powerful as he shot lightning out of his face, which, yeah, that might be a bit of an issue for Koichi to deal with. Rather confused about that. I'm actually rather confused about all of his powers and exactly what it is he's capable of doing, but I guess we'll see that next chapter. But link to all down below. Be sure to like, subscribe to the next video. Until then, peace!